Take a look at my legacy.
First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Taking in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and, of course, a quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta sending its offense out for the first time, and for the first time since 2008, it's a rookie who will handle things at quarterback. Out of Cincinnati, the 3rd-round pick, Desmond Ridder. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ridder gets them ready at their own 16. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really wanted him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage or amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Shoves him aside. And some room to maneuver. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. And complete right side to Cook. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Brady.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit, and the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
But he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And take it right at the 35. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Let's go.
Straight ahead, Patterson. Down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. They'll drop to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Yellow.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. Oh, nice move. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 117 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On first down, going back to Patterson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they go to work on a first and goal.
Here we go, set.
Patterson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket. Beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Right back to Chris Godwin. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get a bit closer. Extra point put through by Succop. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The do-it-all weapon, Cordero Patterson, coming back out. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Falcons at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one left side caught by Patterson. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On first down, Brady. He finds his man Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
2nd and 7.
Brady going to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
We'll bring out the Falcons offense once more. Cordero Patterson ready to go again at running back.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Out of the gun now on third down.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Patterson. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Ready? They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. At their own 25-yard line. Second half will start with a run by Patterson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, Patterson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Into the hands of London. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. He'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 167 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up probably right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run with Patterson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London from 3 yards out. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty lead.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Brady to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. To throw, it's Brady.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here's Patterson again.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To throw is Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Up the gun, Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now Brady. And his throw here's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On third down, Fournette. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down. Now Brady got to have this one. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down but come up empty. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
202 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A handoff for Patterson.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Powers through him.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Ready?
Now the rookie 5th-round pick. This is Tyler Algier.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
Let's go.
And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Ball start.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Still second down. Ready.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 4.
Set. Ready.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Joe Tryon showing in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly